CARY VANCE, One Music Ave, Advance Entertainment with Linney. How are you?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
I am doing great. Now, you are like, is Miss Popularity a good way to describe
Oh,
you?
flattered.
No, I mean, it's a compliment because, you know, I turn on the radio and there are a lot of songs that feature Linney or with Linney.
I've been writing a lot.
That's great. What's the key to writing a successful song?
Ooh, I mean, you have to write a lot of maybe not successful songs before you get to the successful one, but I think trying to just like connect with the people in the room and figure out like what the most authentic story is that day that you're writing, I think is usually a good place to start.
Now, you've got a big record right now, right? Nicky Romero, telecast.
Yes.
Linney,
Yes.
tell us about the song.
Yes, it's doing really well in the U.S. It was #1 for 4 weeks in a row on BPM, and I think it just entered the dance charts. But we're going to do something special with it tomorrow.
Oh wow! Is it going to be the first time collaboration? Oh, you can't talk about it.
Potentially, maybe live.
Well, that's good. This won't air till after you do
Okay.
that. So.
Yes, we are doing it live on the main stage at Ultra.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
The telecast guys came in.
No, Nikki.
Okay, I was going to say. I was like, wait a second. I didn't think they were here, but
That would be cool though if they were just like flown in. Like
no, without a doubt, I could see them. Could you see them like parasailing in
Yes.
or parachuting in?
Totally.
Right? There you go. What else? What else are you working on now?
yeah, so I put out a solo EP last year, Desert Dream, and we are releasing some follow-up singles. I have a song called Daisies coming out on March 29th.
Now, you had played me a song. I could get in trouble here because I'm wrong. Did I argue with you over if it was your voice or not?
Yes.
Because I was like, that's a guy singing. And you're like, no, that's me.
It was me. So last summer, yeah. So I wrote a song, sent it to Jaws, who really liked it. We actually re-recorded it in a couple different keys, but he felt like the best fit was to pitch the vocal down. And you received it, I believe, around EDC. I think I
Yep.
saw you. And that was definitely me. I was not credited because we felt like, it didn't feel like the typical Linney record, but yeah.
Anything else that's in the works that you can talk about? I mean, we just mentioned the song coming.
Yes, yeah. I've got a couple other collabs that I'm working on. I'm working on one with Blank and Jason Ross that I'm really excited about. Not together, separate.
Right.
That would be cool. And then I have some performance things coming up, but I can't officially announce them.
All good. What is a piece of advice? You're a very successful singer, songwriter. What's a piece of advice you would give to a young and up and coming writer, producer, singer?
I think for me, one of the biggest things has always been to just try to stay true to yourself, because what's happened for me is like growing up, I was always a super emotional person, and that's been a blessing and a curse. It's allowed me to connect with my emotions and write songs, but I always thought it was kind of annoying. But lately I've found a way to remain vulnerable in my writing, and when I perform those songs live, afterwards people come up to me and they feel like it's a safe space to share their stories with me, and that's so important to me. So if you can be authentically yourself, you're inviting other people to do the same.
So when you're driving in a car and you hear one of your songs come on the radio for the first time, like one of your new songs, do you get super emotional?
I do. And what's really fun is the moment where you hear yourself before you realize it's you. And you have this like split second where you're like, not judging, but you're like, oh, this voice is this, or it like gives you a feeling, and then you're like, oh, that's me. But like, I don't think that will ever get old.
Does the person in the car with you yell, hands on the wheel, hands
Right?
on the wheel, right?
I'm like, not there anymore.
Well, Linney, I thank you for spending a couple of minutes with us here on One Music Ave. Before we end the interview tonight, I'm going to do something called CARY's Quickies.
Okay.
This is where these wristbands are going to come
Okay.
into play, right? So I'm going to ask you some questions, and I'm going to give your fans a chance to get to know Linney a little better.
Okay.
All right? Hot or cold?
Cold.
Fast or slow?
Fast.
What are we talking about?
Running.
Running, okay. Do you run? Do you run a mile? Do you run?
I used to. I'm not back to running with my ACL
I
surgery.
can see that. Wow.
But yes, it's my physical therapist said I have pretty scars, so I'm embracing it. I've been biking, but I will be running hopefully in a couple months.
What's the fastest you've driven a car?
Not that fast. 85, 90.
Hard or soft?
Soft.
What are we talking about?
Emotions.
Emotions, that's good. Sweet, sour, or salty?
Ooh, sweet.
Mashed potato, baked potato, or French fry?
Mashed potato.
Pool or ocean?
Ocean.
Something breaks in your house. Are you fixing it or hiring somebody?
I'm gonna try to fix it first.
Before you go to sleep at night, are you watching TV or reading a good book?
Ooh, both. I usually watch TV, but I've been finding I have more interesting dreams when I read.
Comedy or drama?
Comedy.
Fact or fiction?
Fiction.
What's the last song you, Linney, sang in the shower?
Part of that world. In The Little Mermaid.
You want to sing a little bit of it for us?
Look at this stuff, isn't it neat? Wouldn't you think my collection's complete?
I like that. Now I want to go to like Disney World or go watch The Little Mermaid.
Right?
Well, Linney, thank you so much for spending some time with us here on One Music Ave.
Of course, thanks for having me.
Thank you.